income statement, 2 balance sheet, and the third one is the cash flow diagram. Please, can you say with me income statement?
Income statement.
What people are looking at here is not right. Better? Should be farther than the select speaker. Okay. You have income statement. In your income statement, there are 2 columns. There is income and there is expense. You say with me income? And say with me expense. Good. There is income and there is expense. Forget the fact that it's broken further. Basically, you have income and expense. Now, the income is further divided into 2. You have active income and passive income. And the expenses are further divided into 2. You have unbudgeted expense and you have what? Budgeted expense. That very simply, ladies and gentlemen, is what your income statement is made up of. Now, we'll take it one by one. Let me just define it generally first, and then we'll talk about it. Now, under the income statement, you have what they call the balance sheet. Please say with me balance sheet. Now, these are things you use to do businesses, but what we use to do our personal finance. Okay, we want to do our personal finance. If you understand it personally, you will carry it into your business as well. My hope today is that you will understand it and be able to get an idea of where you are, and then together we can begin to track where you are going. So we have the income statement, and then we have the balance sheet. What do you have in your balance sheet? Assets and liabilities. Please say with me assets. And say with me liabilities. Good. Now, what exactly constitutes an income? What exactly constitutes an expense? What's an asset and what's a liability? Very simple terminology. And then you have the third part, the cash flow diagram, which basically just shows you diagrammatically how your money is going. If your money is going from income to expense, you will see an arrow coming down. If your money is going from income to assets, you see an arrow coming down. You basically can see how things are moving based on exactly where you are. Now let's quickly define a few terms. Under income statement, you have passive income. Now, for a rich person, for somebody who is wealthy, what you should have is a scenario where the passive income is higher than the expense, budgeted and unbudgeted. That's where we are going. Are you following me? Where we are going, where you and I want to get to, is a place in our lives where whether I wake up to work or not, my passive income is greater than all my expenses. Now let me tell you why this is important. This is important because many of us are not living our dreams. You know why I know? Because if I ask you this question, if I ask you, what will you do with your time and your life if your passive income was enough to take care of your living expenses? What will you do with your time and your life? The kind of answers I will get from you will show me really what you do with your life now. People say things like, I will be a missionary. They say things like, I will start an orphanage. People say things like, I will dedicate my time to helping people have basic education. People say things like, I will serve God more. Usually I ask myself, who are they serving now? Survivor. Sometimes they say to you, I will start an orphanage. What I see in my mind is children who may never have a home. Because this person is not pursuing financial freedom, how will they be free enough to start the orphanage? I tell people, many of us spend all our lives just staying alive. And then when we die, and we get to the throne where we are asked questions, you not say, what were you alive for? What was so important in keeping you alive for? Ladies and gentlemen, the strongest, best, highest pursuit you will have is the one that will make you free enough to do the reason why you are here. Somebody says, my desire is to be a writer. I said, so why are you not writing? He said, I work in oil and gas. I said, why don't you resign and be writing? He said, if I resign, what will the children eat? What that means is I have prioritized the eating of the children to my purpose of existence. Meanwhile, what you should do is prioritize your mode of existence and the children will eat. But until you are free, you have not even started looking at your dreams. Where we all want to get to is a place, particularly if it's achievable in 5 years, if I focus on it. If I can be free, people say things like, if I can become free, I will join you in teaching this thing. Are we together? But guess what? The journey starts from understanding that if I can achieve this in 5 years, then I'm free enough to do whatever I want to do. So look at your age, add 5 years, and tell yourself, if 5 years from now I'm free, this is what I want to do with my life. And let that thought, and the value of that thought to all that it will affect, let it motivate you to give it your best expression. So very simply, we've analyzed income statement has passive income and active income. Your balance sheet has your assets and liabilities. What is an asset? An asset is an economic resource of value that has the capacity to create passive income. I'll say it again. An asset is an economic resource of value that generates passive income. If it doesn't generate passive income, ladies and gentlemen, it is not an asset. Now, I can't cover many things. What we want to do is where you are. So understand that there's a lot of materials on what is an asset. There's a paradigm shift that says many things we talk an asset are not assets. An asset normally is an economic resource of value. But to somebody who is financial freedom oriented, value becomes the capacity to generate passive income. What does that mean? It means if I buy a house and I'm the one living inside, am I earning passive income? No. Is it an asset? No. No. That house that you have that you are living in is not an asset. Somebody told me, I was doing a counseling session with somebody, and the person told me, Diolu, we labored very hard in our early 40s, we built a house, and then we moved into the house. And because we couldn't really afford to build a house when we built the house, we built the house in Iyanoipa. There are some areas that when you call the name, it sounds like a disease. Ipa in Yoruba language is malaria. You hear things like Okoko Maiko, which in English language means you get there, you will not get there. I'm sure you know some of those areas. As when you hear the name, Tapon, there's a problem. You know what's wrong with those like Allen, like Maryland. God have mercy. But let's focus on what we're talking about. Now, essentially, they built this house before they had the capacity to build because of social pressure. There's social pressure in our environment that wants to motivate every average man that your first objective is to build a house. So you end up squandering the resources you use to build business to lock yourself up in a place where you are secure but you are not free. Now, I tell people what wisdom does not teach you, life will teach you. So they got this house, and after 2 years of living there, they were robbed. Why were they robbed? They were robbed because they are wicked people in Lagos. But more importantly, because when you rob them in that area, even if they shout, there's no house around. So when you were robbed the first time, they prayed about it. After a few more months, they were robbed again. When the robbing became something that, you know, there are some areas where thieves can write a letter and say that in your own best interest, we are coming home. Just get everything ready so that we don't waste time. You don't want to waste time. You have efficient thieves. Just pack everything together. When we come with a trailer. We load. If this you don't want to be stolen, keep it away. But don't let us meet anything. Don't let us meet your house empty. When it became like that, nothing told them. They left the house, rented another apartment in town, and left their social pressure dynamic in Iba, where they are built it. And they could not even muster sufficient conscience to rent it out to somebody else, because they know that the person is going to be robbed as well. What am I saying to you? I'm saying you need to understand what an asset is. Many of us struggled and tried hard to buy land. As you see me, I have land. In fact, in the age of my ignorance, I was buying land like shares. I'm telling you. None of them generates passive income. Are they assets? No. They are businesses. When I sell them, I'll make money. Have you understand what I'm saying? Good. So, you want to look at everything and say, what's an asset? An asset is an economic result of value that generates passive income. What is a liability? A liability is anything that you have, any resource that you have, any debt instrument you have taken that takes away money from you consistently. Budgeted expense. It regularly takes from your hand budgeted expense. Loan, mortgage, debt, whatever instruments you find yourself involved in that has the capacity to contribute consistently to your expense column. Now, once we've understood these basics, it's now time for us to plot where we currently are. Now, if you go to your workbook, there's a page like this. There's a hardcover page as you progress on. Before you get to this page, you will see a page that says Personal Account Statements, Current Snapshots. Please turn to that page. If you are on the table with them, help me help the people at your table to get to that page. Current Snapshots. Current snapshot. If you are there, can I hear yes?
Yes.
If you are there, can I hear yes?
Yes.
If you don't have the capacity to be there because you don't have any book with you, can I hear yes? Okay, sorry. Now, we want to plot our current snapshot. Ladies and gentlemen, this is important. Because you don't know where you are going next. You don't know where you are now. So please, this current journey is to identify where you are now. All of us should have income. But I know that there are people here who may not have income. At least it's good for you to know that you don't have income. So that we can begin to work towards it together. And let me tell you one thing that's available here. One thing I can guarantee is available here is if you are stranded, wherever you are, if you want to move forward, and that good thing with doing it together like this is that there's somebody else here who may be able to help you or show you the way. I tell people, if you walk alone, you may get where you're going very fast. But where you're going may not be very far. But if you choose to walk together, we can go very far together. So, very basic what we need to feel. We need to check out our income, our expense, our assets and liabilities. And once you are clear with that, it becomes clear where you are. And it is only when you know where you are now that you are qualified to set a goal of where you want to be in 5 years. Are we together? My son is currently 5 years old. Are we together? It's good, well, it's fine, technically. If I say to my son, where will you be in 5 years? And he says in 5 years I will be in university. Is he right? No. If something wrong with university, university is good. But based on where he is now, which is primary 1, 5 years from now, maximum is primary 6. Are we together? Now, many of us go to places where they say, form your 5-year goal, and then you form anything. You are joking with yourself. Because until you establish exactly where you are currently standing, every vision you have is a dream. The kind that you need to sleep to have. And you need to wake up to realize. So very importantly, we need to define, where am I now? So exercise number 1 is basically helping me to identify what is my current monthly income. Now, so that place that says current snapshot, there's passive income there, there's active income. Based on how many people raise up their hand that they earn one stream of passive income, I know that the average answer in this all under passive income is what? 0. So, very simple, no thinking required. If you are not earning passive income, under passive income, just right there, 0. You can write it in pencil or Bible. What we are doing is called personal financial obituary. Let's do this together so that when we come together, we can resurrect together. It's your personal financial future. Please, if you're on their table, please help me help them. Passive income, you can safely put 0. Now, if you are earning passive income, look at the annual figure of the passive income you earn, divided by 12. That's the number I want you to write down there. You want to clarify? Yes. Pension is passive. Yes. So once you are guaranteed that it's coming in, you can write down the value of the monthly value. Once it's not storing, it's coming. You are earning it. And I like this arrangement because on this table as well, we have senior citizens, we have junior citizens, so you can know what's happening in the future. So please interact with your table, interact. At least one person on the table that is earning pension. They can tell you how regular it is. Please feel it. Every guy you go on your table to feel it as well. The people that don't have the one book, help them get one so that they can get it. Feel it. That's what we want to do here today. We want to feel, we want to know exactly where we are. Yes, sir. Get the annual figure divided by 12. It's the monthly figure I want you to capture. Your current snapshot should be a monthly figure. So once you have the annual figure, so if you have a house, like somebody has a house there, and your tenant is paying 408,000 naira per annum, divided by 12, that's 40,000 naira. That's your passive income. If you have filled your passive income, can I hear yes? It's very simple to feel. When I started this journey, I simply put 0 there. It's when it is more than 0 that it's difficult to calculate. So for the people that are having pension, divide your pension, your monthly pension, write it down. You have a house, your house rent divided by 12. You have 4 houses, and all the rent together divided by 12. You have dividend. If you are earning dividend, and your dividend is in the range of 500 naira, 600 naira, the kind of dividend that your transport money to go and collect it is more than. Just forget about it. Forget about it. Don't waste your time. I know many of us collect this kind of dividend. I have dividend slips and I refuse to claim. I use it as decoration. I have a witness in the house. So all those kind of dividends, leave it away, please. If when you divide the dividend by 12, it doesn't exist again. Usually, I ask people to even convert it to dollars. If you cannot even convert it to dollars, there's a problem. So, can we move forward to active income? I want to get the general feel. That I feel the first part. Can we move forward to active income? Yes. Have you filled your passive income? Yes. The yes is not loud again, though. If your passive income is 0, can I hear yes? Okay, great. What we are saying yes to is very detailed, though. Let me not fool you. It's not good. It's not good for you to have worked for 5 years and not have passive income. But no problem. If we're able to identify where we are, we can work on our way to what we are doing. Active income. The next column is the column that says active income. Active income is made up of one of the following. 1, you have a salary. 2, you are doing business. 3, you are collecting gifts. Or 4, you are doing gifts. Averagely, on a monthly basis, how much income do you currently earn? Calculate it monthly and write it down. I like to put mine in dollars. Because it's big. I like to be in dollars because I'm a citizen of a global citizen. I want to know what's happening to me if I leave Nigeria. But it's fine, you can use it there, it's fine. And if you are comfortable with dollars, you can use dollars as well. I like using dollars. It helps me stay humble. So please feel it. What's your monthly income. Don't deceive yourself, oh. You can deceive your neighbor. But please don't deceive yourself. Self-deceit is dangerous. Say it as it is. Some people's gifts are more than their salary. Are we together? Gifts is an income. Because whenever anything is not accounted for, it is likely to waste. So whatever income you are not calculating is likely to be squandered. So capture it. Average monthly salary, business gifts, deals. How much do I earn? And let me share this with you. One of the things that keeps me humble, I'll share with you. There are people that earn 10 million naira, 20 million naira per month. Listen, there are people that earn 10 to 20 million naira per month and they are not financially free. Because having cash does not substitute for lacking intelligence. Are we together? I met somebody who said to me, I wish I knew these things 3 years ago. Because 3 years ago, I had the equivalent of $1 million plus. But I spent it in ways that did not make me free. Say with me, intelligence. Good. So I'm hoping that as we define where we are, one of the things we will pick up over the while is intelligence. So that we can take this forward. Active income monthly, please calculate it and write it under active income. How much do you earn monthly? If you don't earn anything, put 0 there. It's fine. I tell people, the good book says, he that does not work should not what? Should not eat. And if you follow it logically forward, it says, he who does not eat will do what? Will die. That is, he who does not work is qualified to die. But we will not allow you to die in this place. We want to help ourselves and see how it can be done. There are still some seats here. Okay, you can just get me guided. Just guide. I don't know how the people that are coming late will understand what we are saying. But please, if you are there, help them understand. Okay, usually for these meetings, please, in case we set that down to happen in the future, I beg you to come early. Because it works well when you come early and you understand from the beginning why are we doing what we are doing. Have you filled in your income? It should be easy to calculate. If you have filled your income, can I hear yeah? This is a very fast class. Can you put your hands together for yourself? Thank you. It's not easy to do personal obituary, financial obituary. Now, salary, business, gifts, deals, add it together. Let's see what the current snapshot is. Now, when you have done that, the next thing you want to do is your expense. Say with me at your table to ensure that you're doing the right thing. Some people don't have, let me ask you a question here. You don't have a regular source of income. Your income comes and it goes. You're not on salary, so it's not very regular. Can I see your hand? Okay? Just average. Do an average. Do a general average. You're like me. I don't have a regular source of income. It's very irregular. The only thing that is regular is the passive income. Are we together? I'm serious. So, do the average. Do an average. Don't put it blank. Put the general average there. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are listening to me and you are not doing anything, you are not taking anything away from here. It's unfortunate that it's free. So you might think that I've not wasted anything. But my time is not free. So if you are not doing anything, you are wasting my time. Okay, so please do something so that I can leave here with something. I know people who started this journey 2 years ago who have moved forward by 6 steps. I will show you the steps. But I want us to define where we are so that I can know what you are moving against. Because once you understand where you are, it becomes easy to track how you are progressing. Let me ask you another question before we continue. Please, it's a funny question, but help me. If you are here and you know that cumulative earnings that have passed through your hand in the last 5 years is more than 2 million naira. Can I see your hand? Cumulative earnings that has passed through your hand in the last 5 years, more than 2 million. Good. 60%. If you have ever seen 1 million put together that is your own before, put your hand. You have together. It was at the same time and it was yours.